welcome back to the channel. Now, do let me know if there is any problems whatsoever with the audio. Obviously, we've been battling with a lot recently. Before I even talk about anything, I just want to make sure it's all good. Have a little look myself. It worked last night, so we'll see how we are looking. Welcome back to the channel. Now, do let me know if there is any problems whatsoever with... Okay, is the audio good for you guys down below? Please do let me know. It sounds okay on my end. I'm just very worried. I just don't want any audio issues. It sounds okay for me. Is it okay for you guys? Just please let me know ASAP. ASAP. It sounds okay. So I'm just going to roll with it for now. And we'll kind of just see what happens. I'll talk about all the problems I've been having with the audio very shortly. But just let me know in the chat. Is the audio good? I haven't seen any good yeses so far, so I'm a bit worried. But if you can, let me know. But we're gonna get into talking about this game because it could be a very good one, despite both teams sitting with some pretty mediocre records. The last time these two teams played without Giannis, it was a close game. And now that you add Giannis into the mix, it should be even more entertaining, this game. Yeah, obviously, like I said, we have been having a lot of problems with audio, lagging, my computer, just so much technology issues. That's why I haven't really been streaming as much recently. By the looks of it, it seems like I hopefully have fixed everything, but I'm not certain yet, and I'm not fully optimistic, but we're just going to roll with it. So if there is any problems at any point in the stream of any description, do let me know. But yeah, I've been playing around with it. I'm not even kidding. It was an absolute rush to get this stream ready in time. I'm not even kidding. I just finished up the graphics with like 5 minutes to go until I was supposed to start because I had to edit my other video which I just posted before and get that out. But we're here. That's all that matters. Little bit of a rushed and nervy start, but once we get into it, I'm sure this will be a fun one. Now, having a look at the projected starting lineups for this game. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they've got former Warrior Ryan Rollins, who's having a breakout season. He is easily one of the contenders for most improved player this year. He's averaging 17 points and 6 assists. And then the other guard for the Milwaukee Bucks is Kevin Porter Jr. Then they have AJ Green playing as an undersized forward. And then they've got a pretty big front court, in Giannis Antetokounmpo and the new recruit Miles Turner. Obviously, this is our first look going up against the Bucks with Giannis. Obviously, we've talked a lot about Giannis and the potential idea of getting him to the Warriors so far this season, so I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about that as it goes on. And then the starting lineup for the Golden State Warriors, our Warriors tonight in the Chase Center. We've just got our stock standard starting lineup. Steph, Moody, Jimmy, Dre, and Quinton. We've been rolling with this lineup for a little while now. It seems to definitely be our best lineup that we have, which is a little bit concerning in my opinion, but we'll roll with it. We'll see how we go. Like I said, I'm a little bit all over the place. I didn't get to write down any match notes for this one like I normally do, so I have some things to talk about early in this game. It has been a complete rush just to get this stream out, but I'm happy I'm here. I'm sure I'll get into it as we go along, but let me know how we're feeling down below. Make sure to drop a like. Hopefully today we can hit 700 subscribers with a new video being out, a stream obviously at the moment, and then, you know, a little bit of short form content later on. Hopefully we can hit 700 today. We are only 13 away, so if you want to help us get there, definitely make sure to subscribe. But what a star-studded matchup we have tonight. Steph v Giannis, two polar opposites, but it should be a fun battle. I really am excited to see how this game plays out. I don't think the records kind of speak for how entertaining of a game this one should be. Very important for both teams. Obviously, both teams are a little bit behind the pack at the moment, so every win is important. Obviously, this is one of many home games for the Warriors in the month of January. We're playing a lot of basketball in the Bay. We were on the road a lot to begin the season, and now we get to reap the rewards of that with a little bit of a homestand. Now, we are coming off of an incredibly sad loss against the LA Clippers. I didn't get to stream that game, but you guys might have seen my reaction to the missed Jimmy Butler game winner. So, after what we saw in that game, we need to win this game. My predictions, I think the Warriors will win this one by 5. I think we're going to have another incredibly close game. Aleskin reckons that the Warriors are going to win by 1. We'll see how it goes, but we are underway. Miles Turner and Quinton Post, and the Bucks will win the jump ball. Ryan Rollins to begin this ball game. Obviously, we spoke about him just a moment ago. The former Warrior, Ryan Rollins, could never get going in the Warriors system behind DiVincenzo. Giannis to the rim for the first bucket. But like I was saying, Ryan Rollins could just never get going in the rotation behind guys like DiVincenzo, Jordan Poole, and then obviously Steph. So just really never worked out. He was dealt away with Jordan Poole to the Washington Wizards. Never really got going at the Wizards. Now kind of found a third opportunity on the Bucks, and he hasn't looked back as Moses Moody hits the 3 to get the first bucket of the night for the Warriors. So both teams coming out with a bucket on their first possession. Speaking of Ryan Rollins, he'll shoot the step back 3 and miss. So potentially tonight we could see a little bit of an offensive orientated game. I would love to see that, considering what we saw the previous game versus the Clippers. Wow, back-to-back threes from the Warriors. Quinton Post connects. Like I was saying a couple of days ago, that game versus the Clippers, man, it had me wanting to poke chopsticks in my eyes. Just a defensive-orientated, scrappy game of basketball that was just so hard to watch at times. Giannis will try a 3, and he'll connect! What is going on? 4 straight field goals combined for both teams here. And we're a minute and a half in. As Steph to the rim will also score. What is going on here, ladies and gentlemen? 5 straight field goals for both teams. AJ Green will get called there on the turnover. It's going to be Warriors possession. What a start to this game. Simo, welcome into the stream. Obviously, good to be back streaming. Coming off of a pretty disappointing loss versus the Clippers. Warriors looking to bounce back here. Draymond off the roll. And Draymond with a turnover. Now, I did just drop a video talking about Draymond Green. If you want to check that out, it is the pinned link at the top of the chat. If you can drop a like and drop a little comment on that video at any point in the stream, they're very much appreciated. Hoping that video can do well. Miles Turner now off the handoff from Giannis. Miles Turner. Count it, plus the foul. Miles Turner, the new recruit this year for the Bucks. It's been really up and down for him so far, but maybe he can have a big game here, coming up against a very small ball Warriors unit. The former Pacer, coming off of a finals appearance last season. Yeah, so if you can go and re-watch it, King Simo, at least go and drop a like on it again. That'd be appreciated. I had to just quickly fix a little thing on it. Alright, Miles Turner at the line now. And he will hit the extra point. So we are all tied up here at 8 apiece. Very entertaining ball game so far here. A lot of guys for both teams finding their footing in this game early, which we love to see. We want a good game here. Draymond the 3 misses. So already, Draymond with a turnover and a missed 3. In transition, KPJ will also miss a 3. So after the hot offensive start, couple of missed 3s there for both teams. Quinton Post drives in, will attack Giannis and score. Quinton Post attacking the 2-time MVP. We've seen a lot of growth from the second-year player. Miles Turner, he can also stretch the floor. He will miss. Draymond, good rebound there. Has Jimmy Butler out in transition if he wants him. He'll go to Moody. Moody will shoot another 3. He will miss. What is going on in this game? Both teams just running like crazy. Miles Turner with the dunk. So it's now back to 10-all. I don't know what is going on here. No steady and slow offense. Both teams just looking to run, get the ball moving, quick passes, and looking to attack the rim. It's been wild, and this is how the Warriors should be attacking games. Because we're already up to 12 points, and if you compare that to the horrid first quarter we had versus the Clippers, things are already looking a lot better. Although, in saying that, the Bucks have matched our play here early. Steph will be fouled. Will that be called on the ground? Oh my god, I need to catch my breath here. This has been a ridiculous start to the game. We're 4 minutes in and we've seen 24 combined points. Trae Young to the Wizards, wow. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. Oh no! Holy shit! It's just been broken! I was editing my graphics for the stream and I haven't even seen. Trae Young officially sent to Washington. Breaking news. I know I'm a little bit delayed on that. I think Steph just missed a free throw. What is going on? What the hell is going on? Steph missed a free throw. Trae Young to the Hawks. Let's have a quick look at the details of this trade. To the Wizards. Trae Young. Probably the first player to ever request a trade to the Wizards. As Steph did hit the second free throw there. But let's have a quick talk about this. So, Trae Young to the Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Wowee. Wowee. As the Bucks score again. I don't know what is going on this stream. It is crazy. Steph a deep three. And he basically airballs. I don't know what is going on, guys. It is good to be back. I'm happy to be back streaming. It is just a wild start to this stream. You commented that 3 times. Blue Moo, I didn't really see it. I don't know what's going on. This stream and just the whole day for me has just been so crazy. But crazy news there. Trae Young officially a Washington Wizard. We'll talk a bit about that at the end of the first quarter, but I want to get back into this game because it is an entertaining one. Now, if you have just joined us, make sure to drop a like, try and help get the stream out there. And do subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 700 subscribers. Some really exciting news. Draymond to the rim. And it's going to be called on the ground there. So the layup will not count for Draymond. If that was a shooting foul, it would have been the layup plus the shot at the line. But that was called on the ground, I think. So that could hurt the Warriors. Could be a little 3-point swing there. We know the Warriors haven't been favoured by the officials in recent games. Alright, so it was called on the ground, so that's going to hurt. So the 2 points won't count there for the Warriors, plus what could have been the 3rd point with the Draymond free throw, as Guy Santos and Brandon Pajemski will check into this ball game. Pajemski, Draymond a rare 3, and he misses. So not a great start to this ball game for Draymond Green, but he is pretty banged up coming into this one. I was surprised he was even playing, as Kevin Porter Jr. now gives the Bucks a little 6-point lead. If you're just joining us, breaking news, Trae Young officially traded to the Washington Wizards. Alright, so it's going to be timeout for the Warriors. So, yeah, crazy day. Crazy day. I just uploaded a new video. I had a couple of problems with the video, so I had to re-upload it. And then that gave me less time to get all the graphics done for the stream. So I was rushing to get that done. And then while that was happening, I missed out on the breaking news that Trae Young was sent to the Washington Wizards for CJ McCollum. And then obviously, what a wild start to this ball game. It's been all over the place. So, you know, with what's happened so far, we could be on track for another really good game. You can't believe Trae Young got traded. Neither. I mean, I didn't believe it. I didn't really know what was happening until a couple of people have said that Trae Young was traded in the chat. And I thought they were just talking about the idea of Trae Young being dealt away. But no, the news just went through. CJ McCollum is now an Atlanta Simo. Yeah. He could get bought out, and the Warriors could be a potential suitor for him. I would love to get CJ McCollum to be our starting shooting guard. Give us a bit of extra scoring, which we desperately need at times. But I don't know. Do Atlanta keep CJ McCollum? Do they potentially just buy him out and let him hit the free agency market? Or, you know, do they try and make another little small trade to try and get another little young piece for CJ McCollum? Because I guarantee you there'd be a few teams like the Warriors really, really wanting the services of CJ McCollum. I think the Hawks will be hoping that they can get something out of Corey Kispert, because potentially it could be a similar situation like Denny Abdia. Obviously, when he was on the Wizards, he was a pretty inconsistent player, but definitely showed flashes, and then got out of the Wizards organization and is now a potential, you know, borderline all-star or potential all-star level guy. Now, I definitely don't think Corey Kispert is anywhere near as good as Denny, but, you know, he definitely could develop, and I think it could be a good little piece for Atlanta. They'll see what they can get out of him. Yeah, the first big trade with the deadline looming, which is really exciting. Hopefully, we're going to see some big trades across the month of January. That's usually when a lot of players are eligible to be traded, and that's usually when teams start to make moves based off of what they've seen early in the season. So, yeah, huge news. Trae Young, officially a Washington Wizard. We'll see what people are saying. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, the Hawks are playing? What the fuck? No way! Bro, what? 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 Trae Young was traded during the game. What the fuck? And the Jazz are about to beat the Thunder. What is going on? Oh my god. What is going on? So apparently with like 2 minutes left in the game, Trae Young headed to the locker room because he was traded. Bro, what the hell? And now the Hawks are going to trade for AD. What is going on? Holy shit. What is the NBA on today? Oh my god. Bro. What is going on today? Holy smokes, as the Warriors get another bucket coming off the timeout there. I don't know why the audio is going quiet. Oh my god. What is going on today? What is the league on? That is so crazy. Thunder lost to Hornets and they're about to lose to the Jazz. I know, it's crazy. It is crazy. Alright, so off the timeout, Steph and Giannis both still out there. Both have had pretty good starts to the game. Speaking of Giannis, he'll shoot and he'll miss. Giannis looking to shoot a couple threes in this game. Steph nearly wanted the three. He still wants it. Steph on Giannis! Here we go! Steph, no! Why are you giving it to Pods? Give it to Steph with Giannis on him. Pejemski will shoot. Bro, Pods, what are you doing, man? We had the star-studded matchup on display. That could have been crazy. Ryan Rollins to Giannis. Draymond swoops it from behind and he'll get the steal. Pejemski out in transition. Off to Steph. Cold a three. Misses. Offensive rebound. Steph gets it off his own miss. He'll now shoot a mid-range off the bank and he will score. Steph Curry. Beautiful shot there. Missed the three. Got his own board off the miss and then put it up for a little midi off the bank. Another steal for the Warriors. Here we go in transition again. Brandon Pejemski getting it moving in transition. Guy Santos now. He's coming into this game a lot earlier than usual. Steph a three. He'll hit it. Steph Curry from downtown. Warriors take the lead. And it's going to be a timeout here. Bucks need a timeout. What is going on? I'm losing my voice. Oh my god. Your boy's voice is going to be gone by the end of this stream. I'm just happy to be back. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Oh my god. Welcome, Elijah. Hornets low-key underrated? Nah, I wouldn't say underrated. I mean, they could have beat the Raptors today, but yeah, lost by a point. Emmanuel quickly, hit the game-winning shot. Bro, like, what is going on in the NBA today? Like, that ending to Raptors-Hornets was wild. RJ Barrett hit the fader, and then LaMelo took the lead with, like, 1 second on the clock with a layup. And then Emmanuel quickly hit, like, the buzzer-beating 3 to win it. Bro, today the NBA has been on actual, like, crack. The Nuggets, without all their guys, beat the Celtics. So that's crazy. And then Trae Young gets traded to the Wizards during the game. What else? Magic Nets went to OT. Paolo hit the 3 for the win. What is going on in the NBA today? What the fuck? Bro, the NBA is on crack and the Jazz are about to beat the Thunder. No, SGA just tied it up. OT, bro. I'm losing my mind. I'm actually losing my mind. The NBA is a reality TV show. I just got the game up. Jazz OKC and SGA just hit the... Oh no, it's a review. They're reviewing it. Hang on, I'm getting it back up. While we're at a timeout. No, end of the fourth. Okay, no, it's going to count. SGA with the game-tying shot. The NBA is on something today. Something is in the air. This is crazy. Oh my god. I'm actually out of breath. Everything today has just been wild. And hopefully as well, we get a crazy game to end this off. Oh my god. Now as well, if you haven't already, please click the pin link and do check out my new video, or at least go and give it a like and a quick comment. Try and get that video out in the algorithm, so if you can do that, it'd be much appreciated. But we're back here off this timeout. I cannot believe what is happening today. 2 game-winning threes. SGA with the game-tying shot to force into OT. Trae Young traded during a game. And now we're here for a crazy Bucks-Warriors stream in what could be a crazy game here. Gary Trent, AJ Green, into Miles Turner. The quadruple team. And Miles will be fouled. He'll head to the line. Yeah, Shea tied it up to go to OT. But I cannot believe it. I need to have a look at some of this. I've been too busy editing that I've missed all the ridiculousness. Oh my god. So the Wizards' new look lineup actually doesn't look too bad. Turner a deep 3. He misses. Gee with the rebound. I think Washington, that's a good move for them. I think in a couple of years' time, they'll be nice. Steph to the rim. He'll score. He's on a heater tonight. I would love to see Steph just drop like a 40-piece. Ryan Rollins responds, saying to Steph, hey, I was under your wing for a little while, my friend. I got some of your moves. Steph off the screen. Big L. Off to Melton. And Melton will hit the 3. DeAnthony Melton coming off that ACL. Finally starting to get going once again. And I love it. So like I was just saying as well. Melton and Horford both checking into the game alongside Steph, Gee, and Pajemski. So I like that lineup. A lot better than these stupid 4-guard lineups we've been running. I like having Gee Santos in there rather than a Gary Payton. As speaking of Gee, he misses the 3. Off to Pajemski. I've got a feeling Steph's going to shoot here. Actually, Pajemski will take it, and he'll miss the little awkward floater. You reckon Steph drops 43 points? Yeah, shot starting to fall. I love it. Because this is what we were used to with DeAnthony Melton early last season before he got dealt away to the Nets. But no, I don't think that the Wizards... As that's going to be Warriors ball. Too long in the key there. So what I was trying to say was, no, I don't think the Hawks got fleeced. You got to remember, Trae Young playing the worst basketball of his career. He requested a trade. No teams basically outside of Washington wanted him. There's not much the Hawks can do in that situation. What the Hawks should have done is traded him a couple of years ago when he actually had value. You probably could have got a good young piece out of it, but it's one of those cases where a team holds onto a player for too long and loses out on that peak window of trade value. Alright, so Jimmy Butler back into this ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, coming off that missed game winner, you guys might have seen my reaction to that. Posted it up on the socials. A lot of you guys thought that was a pretty funny video, and I'll definitely do more of those style, you know, shorts and videos. As Al Horford comes up with the rebound. So I really like this lineup at the moment. With Steph off the court, we've got, as we turn it over there, we've got Melton, Richard, Jimmy. Who else is out there? Quinton and Al. I like that lineup. Did I see my last message? I made the United channel. I was talking about it. Probably won't get any views at first, but hopefully one video just goes bang. Well, yeah, that's the thing with starting up a channel similar to mine. You just need to put in like 6 months of consistent work without any results and just hope that you get, you know, one good video or one good stream, and then all of a sudden you're rolling. Like for me, all it took was like one really good stream, and now the channel is really starting to grow. Kevin Porter Jr. step back over the rookie Will Richard, and he hits it. Now I will say, this first quarter, incredibly entertaining. Already over 50 combined points. We've still got a minute left. Could get a couple more here. Al Horford into Quinton, the two big men combined. I've been happy with what I've seen so far here in this first quarter from the Warriors. Hitting all of our shots, not too many turnovers. Smart rotations, because we've got some good lineups out there. I've liked it, all things considered. After what happened last game, I'm really happy, as that's going to be an and one there. And Gary Trent Jr. with a chance to put it to a 1-point game. Yeah, like, I don't really care too much about the numbers, especially, you know, this first full season on the channel. I'm just worried about putting my best foot forward, doing as many streams as I can, trying to put out some good videos, grow the short form side of things as well, and just see how it goes. Alright, and he hits the free throw, so 1-point game here, 40 seconds on the shot clock. Warriors with a chance for a 2-for-1 opportunity. Jimmy Butler facilitating while Steph's off the court, and Jimmy will get to the rim, and he will score. Good shot there from Jimmy Butler. Also allows the Warriors, like I said, to get that 2-for-1. So final possession here for the Bucks, down by 3. No Giannis out there at the moment, so Kevin Porter Jr. doing a lot of the facilitating. He'll get in the paint, but he'll go straight back out. He'll give it off to Gary Trent Jr. He'll get it back. Step back 3. Hits it! Gary Trent Jr. finds Kevin Porter Jr. The juniors combining for that 3 there. D'Anthony Melton, final shot. He'll also shoot a step back 3. No, he'll give it to Will Richard. And it's going to be a turnover on the final possession for the Warriors. So, disappointing there to end off the first quarter, but man, what an entertaining quarter. I mean, maybe we could get a lob here. We'll see. Quinton post. No. So that's the end of the first quarter. 31-31. Like I was saying, very, very entertaining. Really, really good start to this game. I'm happy with what I've seen. Warriors shooting it at 59%. Which, you know, for anyone who watched the game versus the Clippers, well above what we were doing the entirety of that game. We're also shooting a pretty solid 36% from 3. Only 3 turnovers, which I'm actually pretty happy with. But yeah, I'm actually just really happy with this start to the game, all things considered. Quinton Post, 7 points, 2 rebounds. D'Anthony Melton, 5 points. Jimmy Butler had that late layup. Al Horford, a couple of boards. Will Richard only kind of just came in. Steph Curry with 10 points. He's on track for a 40-piece. He was on a heater. 66% from the field. Made a vast majority of his shots. He went 4 of 6. Draymond was actually pretty solid, considering the slow start to this game. He's got 4 points, 3 assists, and a steal. Pajemski with the 2 boards and a steal. Moody with that 3. And then Guy Santos didn't really do anything stats-wise, but the team looked really good when he was out there. He actually has the highest box plus minus with 8. And that's the thing with Guy Santos. He's not going to give us anything crazy stats-wise, but he's just really, really good out there. He's a glue guy. And then for the Bucks, Kevin Porter Jr., 9 points in 9 minutes. He was really, really good. And then Giannis was 7, Ryan Rollins was 7, and Turner with 5. So, yeah, what a good start to this game. We could be on track for a really, really good ball game tonight, which would be awesome. But, like I said, the NBA has been on a heater tonight. Raptors with the game-winning 3 from Emmanuel quickly. The Pistons beat the Bulls in a pretty boring game. The Sixers blow out the Wizards, but I don't think Washington cares because they just got Trae Young. The Nuggets, without Jokic, get another win. Jamal Murray in return, 22 points, 17 assists to beat the Boston Celtics, who have been really good this year. Suns blow out the Grizzlies. They're starting to win some ball games. The Hawks beat the Pelicans, but I don't know if Hawks fans will be happy because Trae Young got traded during the game. The Magic beat the Nets on a Desmond Bane game-winning 3. A Paolo Banchero game-winning 3. Knicks blow out the Clippers, and then we currently have good games between the Lakers and Spurs, Bucks and Warriors, Blazers and Rockets, and currently we're in an OT game between the Thunder and the Jazz. So, what a day of NBA action. We are back underway here in this second quarter. Pajemski will shoot the floater to begin, and he will miss. New subscriber from Spain. First kind of person I've had in the chat let me know they're from Spain, so that's really cool. Welcome into the channel. I would love to know how you came about being a Warriors fan from Spain. Alright, Gary Trent Jr. steps into the 3, and he hits it. Both teams shooting that 3 ball at a really good clip tonight. Oh, maybe there was actually a 2 that one. Looked like his foot was on the line there. It will be called a 2. Steph comes in and misses, but another offensive rebound. Steph another 3. He never misses 2 in a row. Steph Curry on a mission tonight. Comes back into this ball game early in the second quarter. And he hits the early 3. Steph, long pass in transition. Give it back to him. Give it back to him. Come on, Al. Give it to Steph. Give it to Steph. Alright, looks like the Bucks are just going to not let Steph get possession. So that means Moody will now be open. And he will hit the 3. This is the Warriors ball movement we need. If the Bucks don't want Steph to get the ball, they're going to have to double team him. And then, like on that possession there, when the Bucks do double team him, someone like Moses Moody should be open around the 3-point line. But a lot of the time this season, the Warriors haven't been making good use of those open looks off the Steph double teams. But that's great there from Moody. Unfortunately, that isn't great though. Turnover there from Guy Santos. I'm glad Keontae George is nowhere to be seen on the All-Star fan voting because he turns the ball over way too much and isn't reliable. I wouldn't say he isn't reliable, but yeah, he definitely isn't deserving of being an All-Star in my opinion. But you got to remember with Keontae George, he is still only young. He is still very, very young, and he'll continue to get better at not turning the ball over, at being a more efficient scorer, you know, being more reliable down the clutches. We're getting an early timeout here. Warriors up by 4. But you got to remember that as well. So, what do they feed Giannis? He's a freak of nature. I don't know. I'm very curious. That's a good question. What a diet of a player like Giannis would look like to stay lean, but also to pack on that muscle, also to be agile. He is truly the Greek freak. He's a freak of nature. Your predictions have changed. You can't make predictions like that. You can't keep... Nah, fair enough. Yeah, I do think it will be a little bit more high scoring. I don't know if it gets into the 140s for both teams, though, Aleskin. It doesn't typically get that high. Because that's like a combined 280 points for both teams, and we're well below that at the moment, or well below that projection at the moment. So I don't think it'll be that high, but let's see what's happening here between the Jazz and OKC. Looks like OKC are going to win SGA with 2 free throws. His second one will probably just about seal it. I kind of hope he misses. Oh no, he hits it. So SGA puts the Thunder up by 4. They're going to win that ball game. Damn, if you're a Jazz fan, you'd be very sad with that. You'd be very sad with that. SGA having to do everything tonight. 44 points because J-Dub only has 17 and Chet only has 23. So Shea has more combined than those two together. But I will say there is starting to be a couple of cracks in this OKC team. Squads are starting to figure them out, and even teams like the Hornets and Jazz, who aren't really considered great teams amongst the association, even they're starting to compete against OKC. So that's a good thing for the rest of the league. But I always say this with OKC, don't poke the bear with OKC because they have so many picks and so many good tradable players. If they wanted to, they could easily go out and trade for someone like a Giannis if they really, really wanted to. Which is what is so different and special about this OKC team. So I always say to people, don't poke the bear with OKC because you're going to get Sam Presti pissed off and he'll hit that big red button that says trade for Giannis on it. We'll set a little goal as well. We are still yet to have our first super chat on the channel. We'll see if we do get one tonight. First couple of dollars made from this channel, which is exciting considering that I haven't even had this channel for a full year or for a full season yet. Alright, so Steph, who has... is he up to 13 now? I think he's up to 13 points already in this ball game. He's got it here, and he is just looking to attack all night long so far. Speaking of looking to attack, Moses Moody hits another 3. So Moses knocking down shots tonight. It has been automatic from the 3-point line tonight for both teams. Any update on the Kuminga trade? Yeah, a couple of little updates. Teams like, I think it was the Wizards and Pelicans, the most likely trade landing spots for Kuminga at this stage. But there was also a report saying that apparently the Warriors are happy to keep Kuminga if they don't get the trade package they like. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Kyle Kuzma with a ridiculous block as well there. So yeah, interesting. We'll see kind of how it plays out. January 15th, so just about a week's time away, is when Kuminga can officially be traded. So we'll see what happens then. Al Horford rattles home the 3. The 3-ball tonight is connecting for the Warriors, and I love to see it. We're now up by 10 points. It seems like that Clippers loss has really just got things rolling for the Warriors. It finally has snapped them out of all this bullshit. Good bucket there, though, for the Bucks. But, yeah, it just seems like the Warriors are switched on and focused, not worrying about all this rubbish. And that's what we want to see from this team. Rolling into the new year, that's going to be a foul on Steph. That's a dirty act there from Gary Trent Jr. No need for that. The shooters are shooting. I know, Andrew. Moody knocking down, I think, 3 triples already. Big Al with one there. Steph looking pretty good. I'm happy with this game so far. But we're still a half and half a quarter to go, so a lot can change in that time, and the Warriors have choked plenty of bigger leads than this. So it looks like the refs are going to potentially check for a flagrant foul here, maybe? Unnecessary contact. I did just say that it was a bit of a dirty act from Gary Trent Jr. There's no need to grab someone's legs like that. It can result in pretty nasty lower leg injuries, and yeah, I think that should be at least looked at. It did, but they're not going to call anything, so that's alright. Draymond a 3, and Dre's hitting 3s! When Draymond's hitting 3s, you know something good's going on. Warriors, 9 of 17 from downtown so far. as Giannis has to come back in to save the day for the Bucks, and he'll instantly score. Giannis Antetokounmpo potentially on the trade block over this next year. We'll see how that kind of plays out. I've already made a big video talking about the idea of Giannis to the Warriors, so that is on the channel if you want to have a look at it. Jimmy will score as well. Man, oh man. What a start to this game. Warriors already up to 48 points. Gary Trent Jr. will miss the three. Moody crashes the board and gives it off to Jimmy. So Jimmy, coming off that missed game winner, looking to get a little bit of revenge here. He's had a good start to this game. I mean, everyone has had a good start to this game. I don't think there's been a single Warriors player who hasn't had an above average start to this game. And this is what we love. Everyone getting involved. Dre another three. If that went in, I would have gone crazy. But if you haven't already, like I said, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 700 subscribers today. We just gained another sub there. Giannis back to the basket, and he will score on back-to-back possessions there for the Bucks. Same old play style for the Bucks. Just give the ball to Giannis and let him go to work. So Giannis has got 13, and I think Steph's also still got 13. So what a star-studded matchup we have. Despite being, you know, two polar opposite players, as Brandon Pajemski misses the three. So we do have plenty to talk about at the half. From my USA trip that is about 80 days away to the crazy action we've seen in the league today. It's been a crazy day. Giannis, another bucket. So all of a sudden, it's back to 7 points. Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge here for the Bucks as per usual. He's got 15 as D'Anthony Melton stands at the scorer's table. I'm loving what he's produced tonight so far. So be good to see him get back into this game. Hopefully you can get up to around the 15 to 20 point range. Is the chat working? I hope it is. As good play there from the Warriors. I kind of got a little bit distracted there. I mean, I hope the chat's working. Maybe put a little chat down below to see if it is. I mean, I just saw that message there, so I would assume it would. Quinton Post, 4 of 4 from the field, 9 points. Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, it is just shot for shot. It's been awesome. I reckon I'm sounding like a bit of a broken record here, but I have really enjoyed this game. This has been one of my favorite halves of Warriors basketball so far this season. So Giannis, that's going to be another foul on him. He's got to be careful here. The Bucks could not afford for him to be in foul trouble. Yep, the chat seems to be working. Aleskin says hello. Oh, you don't have to chat all the time. You know, if you just want to have a period where you're just sitting and watching, yeah, that's fine. I understand some people have the game on and me on at the same time, so sometimes I just want to sit down and watch, and I have no problem with that at all whatsoever. So, you know, enjoy the stream how you feel necessary. If you just want to sit down and watch and, you know, be anonymous and don't want to have to chat, that's fine. By all means, just enjoy. But if you want to get involved and ask questions and talk about the game, same thing. Also, feel free to do so. I have no problem with responding to chats and all that. But I need to have a drink here. I'm losing my voice. Oh my God. I'm also hungry. I haven't eaten today. I didn't have time to have breakfast because I was editing the Draymond Green video. I wanted to get that out today. And then, because I had a few little delays on that, I didn't get time to then have lunch once I was finished because I had to work on the graphics to get this stream ready in time. So, yeah, I haven't eaten today, and your boy is absolutely starving. I'm also starving for a big Warriors win here. Alright, we'll see what my new video is up to. If you haven't already, please do check it out. It just isn't doing well for some reason. I thought it would get off to a good start, but it just simply hasn't, which is unfortunate. I'm going to, while we've got a timeout, I want everyone who feels, you know, wanting to do this, if you can, just click on the new video, drop it a like, give it a little comment if you can, just a little comment, good video or whatnot. just to try and help get it out on the algorithm. It'd be very much appreciated. And then if you want to watch it after the stream or during any of the breaks, feel free to do so. But if you don't, even just, a little like and a view and a comment can really help. So if you can just get in there, drop it a comment, come back to the stream, and you shouldn't even miss any action because we're drawing a timeout. You reckon it'll get a lot of views? It has the possibility to do so, but it needs to start off well. The Giannis video started off really well, and that's the difference between a video getting 1,000 views and 15,000 views to start. So when you don't really get any... And what I've realized is comments have a real big impact on how videos get pushed out into the algorithm. Because if YouTube... I did a lot of research into this. If YouTube sees that people are interacting with it, they'll more than likely push it out. So that's why I always ask people, if they do watch the videos, drop a comment. Alright. Building a Lego set while watching this stream. Nice. That's a good way to, enjoy the day. Watch some Warriors action. Jump on the stream, build some Lego. Jimmy a 3. He'll miss. So we're back here. 4 minutes to go. This game has absolutely flown by so far. Ryan Rollins. AJ Green will get the friendly bounce. So 5-point game. And at the halftime break, I will talk about my upcoming Warriors trip to San Fran in April. Quinton Post. Beautiful pass there from Draymond. Got deflected, so Jimmy has to work around it now. And he will miss, but was he fouled there? Or is it just going to be Warriors ball out of bounds? I think it's just going to be Warriors ball out of bounds. Yep, will be. But yeah, seeing as Aleskins let us know that making some Lego, let me know what you guys have been up to today. Been a productive day for some, sleepy day, watching sports, I don't know, working, doing school homework. Let me know what you guys have been up to in the chat. But what's important is you're here now. Hopefully a little enjoyable break for everyone. Good shot there. D'Anthony Melton. He is coming alive here. So the Warriors are now 6 of 10 from the 3-point line. Oh my God, Giannis! And one play there for the Greek Freak. So the Warriors are now, like I was saying, 6 of 10 from the 3-point line so far in this quarter. But D'Anthony Melton, this is why the Warriors brought him back, because he's up to 8 points. He's hit 2 triples. But Giannis, so let's talk about him. He is already up to, what is he up to now? Is he up to 17 points? 15 points. This free throw here will be the 16th for Giannis if he hits it. Oh, delay of game call here. Giannis took too long to get to the free throw line, and Giannis is pissed off. Doc Rivers, holy shit. He is peach red. He is pissed. Alright, so Giannis, 7 to 10 from the field, 15 points. Sarah, welcome to the stream. Make sure to drop a like. Hope you're doing well, Sarah. And also, if you can, Sarah, the pin link at the top of the chat, if you can go comment on my new video, that'd be very much appreciated. Giannis does miss the free throw there. So D'Anthony Melton, who's had a hot start to this game. Quinton Post has also been really good. Talking about him because he's on screen now. He's got 9 points. Just have a look at the box score. Steph with 13. Moody with 9. Melton with 8. Jimmy with 4. Dre with 7. Quinton with 9. Like, we're getting a little bit of everything from everyone. Speaking of Quinton, deep 3 misses. Look, usually I'm not for the Warriors taking shots like that, but with how hot everyone's been tonight, why not? Giannis will be fouled once again. It's not going to be a shooting foul. Definitely was on the ground there. So Giannis is pissed off, which is never a good thing. You don't want to get a player like Giannis pissed off because he can go haywire. He can just get to the rim, dunk, get to the rim, and one, get to the rim, another layup. Like, you just don't want to piss Giannis off. He's one of those Very few players who just go to another level when they're angry. All right. Oh, wait, hang on. It was a shooting foul, as Steph's going to check back into this game for this final 3:26 in the first half. I thought that was on the ground, but maybe because he was already, I don't know, maybe because he kind of gathered the ball as he was stepping into it. But I thought he had to be in the shot motion. I don't know. That's interesting. As Giannis misses the second one. That is pretty cool, Simo. As Steph will miss there. Try to go for the little bank layup there. D'Anthony Melton will grab it. So, like I was saying, he has been really good. D'Anthony Melton so far in this ball game. Alright, so Steph back into the game. 2:50 remaining in what has been a wild first half. What a crazy day in the league. Step back, Steph misses. That was on target. I thought that was certainly going in. Giannis now in transition. Both stars going at it, but the Greek Freak on a mission. Maybe he's putting on a show for the Warriors to say, hey, this is why you should trade for me. Jimmy gets past Giannis, and now Jimmy will be fouled. Chase and a crowd giving him a little bit of an applause there. So 3-point game. Just over 2 minutes remaining here. I will say though, this game has absolutely flown by. Playlist guy, welcome to the stream. Make sure to drop a like if you haven't already. And if you can, playlist, click the pinned link and drop a like and a comment on my new video if you can. It'd be very much appreciated. Alright, so Giannis, 18 points. That's going to be his first half done, Giannis. That is crazy. Good to see we got a stream today, considering, yeah, 100% playlist. It was good to get things going today. I'm very happy about that. So Jimmy makes them both of the line. Now gives the Warriors a 5-point lead. So without Giannis on the floor, and Steph currently on the floor for the Warriors, this is our chance to extend this lead big time going into this second half. AJ Green gets the unfriendly bounce there, rattled out. So Jimmy, coming off those 2 free throw makes, looking to attack again. I'm assuming looking to drive in and try and get to the line once again, as he does turn it over there. So it's going to be Bucks ball, just under 2 minutes remaining. Only 5 turnovers in the first half so far for the Warriors, which I'm not actually too mad about. The Bucks have had 7, so we've won the turnover battle, which is a positive. It's been one of the biggest weaknesses so far this year for the Warriors, just not handling the ball well. As that's going to be a turnover. Speaking of turnovers, Kevin Porter Jr. steps out of bounds. Good work there from the rookie, Will Richard. Hasn't done anything on the scoreboard tonight, but little plays like that don't get picked up can really help win your ball game. Melton's left all alone. Unfriendly bounce, but out of the offensive rebound. Back to Melton, and he hits the shot. D'Anthony Melton. Wowee, what a game for Melt in this first half. Could be on track for his Warriors career high tonight. He's got 11 in this first half. He is our second leading scorer, only 2 points behind Steph. But what I've loved tonight, and I haven't spoken about it much, but Al Horford, 3 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of offensive boards, and 4 assists. Like Big Al, getting it done. Jimmy will head back to the line for some more free throws. Man, he is good at drawing contact. But like I was saying with Al, This is the exact reason why the Warriors brought him in. He doesn't need to do too much. When the rest of the team is playing good, hitting our shots, plural, limiting turnovers, Steve Kerr's putting out good lineups that aren't too small. Al is naturally going to fit into this team. He'll grab a few boards, hit a 3 or 2, find some open guys. It's awesome. This is a prototypical old school Warriors first half. And that's going to be a technical foul on Kevin Porter Jr. So Steph will get a freebie. He will hit it, but we already have Jimmy Butler shooting 2 at the line. So 3 freebies here for the Warriors. We can now put it out to a double-digit lead with just under a minute remaining. And when I say just under a minute remaining, I mean literally just under a minute remaining. 59.9 remaining in this first half. And he hits the first one, Jimmy. So, yeah, we're on track for 120 points, which is right around that sweet spot. If you haven't already, do make sure to drop a like on the stream, and we'll see if we've gained any subscribers as Jimmy goes 2 for 2. So Warriors up by 11 here. We're on a little run. We have gained 2 subscribers, so we are only now 10 away from 700. How awesome is that? All right, so Bucks now could get the 2 for 1 here if they play their cards right. Yeah, I did see that, Aleskin. I was watching it this morning in the background while I was editing and making graphics and whatnot. So, yeah, good to close it out with a win. Actually, the Warriors could maybe get a 2 for 1. Gary Trent Jr. So the Warriors have 35 seconds. If they get a quick shot off here, and seeing as Melton's hot, let him shoot it. Shoot it, Al. And he hits it! Al Horford! Uncle Al, as I like to call him, puts it out to a 14-point game, and that is officially an 11-0 run for our Golden State Warriors. So we will technically get a 2 for 1, but really only like a second and a half difference between the game and shot clock. So we might get a little heave to end off the half. So the Warriors had a foul to give. But that does mean that the Warriors won't get the final shot. Obviously, the shot clock resets when you give away a foul. So the Warriors will take out Steph Curry. Obviously, with the ability not to get that final shot off, kind of makes Steph pointless out there. Might as well give him a little bit of extra rest. Get a little defensive-orientated guy out there like a Moses Moody. AJ Green, pump fake. And he hits it. So 1 second left. Draymond from half. And oh! That was actually pretty close. So 53 plays 64 at the end of a half. Wowee! How are we feeling so far, Warriors fans? I am really happy with the start to this ball game. Really, really, really good start. Now, I do need to just quickly put this on charge before it goes flat. We don't want to have the game go, my iPad go flat and me miss the ending of the game. But yeah, so let's actually have a look at the other scores around the league at the moment. See how everything else played out. All right. What do we got? What do we got? All right, so Spurs currently beating the Lakers by a couple of points. Not too bad. Luka with 27 points already. Oh, no LeBron. No LeBron. Okay. But for the Spurs... Oh, no. Wembanyama is playing. He's only got 5 points, though. Cal Johnson's actually led the way for the Spurs. And then Blazers, Houston. Houston coming off a crazy game winner versus the Suns. KD with 13. He has really, really helped the Rockets this year. If they didn't get him, they would have been screwed. Appreciate it, Elijah. I'll actually subscribe to your channel as well. I'll I want to actually kind of see what you've been doing. So I will actually, while we've got a little bit of a break between play, have a look at that. Yeah, appreciate that, Elijah. So now we're up to 691. So we're only 9 away from 700. Yeah, good time for you to start the channel though, Elijah, with Ruben Amarin being sacked as KO Tier 4, King of the Fourth Quarter, Kenny Beecham, my personal favourite YouTuber, just uploaded a video talking about the Trae Young trade. I'll be excited to have a look at all the ESPN stuff after the game. But speaking of videos, if you haven't already, while we're here at the halftime break, please click the pinned link and just give my new video a like and a little comment. It'd be very much appreciated. Now, what was I going to do now? I want to have a quick look at the Thunder Jazz game. Wow. Keontae George choked, missed the three. Jazz could have forced that into double OT if Keontae George hit that three. That's unfortunate. Let's have a look at the box score of this game before I talk about my new Warriors trip that's upcoming. Ryan Rollins with 7 points, 4 boards, and an assist. Gary Trent Jr. 5 points. Kuzma with the 2 and a block. Turner with 5 and a block. AJ Green 5. Giannis with 18 points in 13 minutes. Actually ridiculous numbers. Kevin Porter Jr. I also thought was really, really solid in that first half. He has 11 on 71% from the field. So you'll definitely take that if you're the Bucks. Anyone not playing for the Bucks? Just basically Taurean Prince. I keep forgetting that the Bucks have Cole Anthony. He is so washed, man. It is actually really sad to see. Cole Anthony used to be so nice, man. I used to love Cole Anthony. You know, he used to be like at least a 13 to 15 point per game scorer, but now he only averages like 6 points with the Bucks and he barely plays. That's sad, man. I really, really used to like Cole Anthony on the Magic. But then for the Warriors, Al Horford. Al Horford, what a first half. 6 points, 9 rebounds, 4 dimes, 1 block on 100% from the field, plus 13. Draymond Green even, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 4 dimes, and a steal. Moody, 9 points. All 3 of those were triples. Jimmy Butler with 8. Will Richard, not a single stat, but I thought he was pretty good when he was out there. Had a couple of plays that won't show up in the stat sheet. Steph Curry in 17 minutes, 14 points, a plus 21 in box plus minus. Ridiculous numbers from the chef. Melton with 11. He was awesome. Quinton with 9. Pods really didn't play much. He hasn't scored, and then neither has Gee. And no Trace Jackson, Pat Spencer, Buddy Hield, or Jonathan Kuminga so far in this game. And I probably didn't get the time to talk about it early in the stream because of our rush start, but still no Seth Curry and also no GP2 tonight. He is out with a left ankle sprain. So yeah, I will quickly show you guys the 3 games I am going to in April. I haven't really had the chance to talk about this because I haven't really been streaming much recently, but I'll quickly show you guys where I'm sitting for the Warriors games that I'm going to, and I'll also actually just show you the games I'm going to. So, alright, let's get this up. So, the games I am going to. Firstly, let's start off with the baseball. I am going to 2 nights of the baseball. I'm going to see our San Francisco Giants take on the New York Mets. I'm going to 2 nights of that when I have really nothing else on. So that should be fun. I paid about $150 Australian for both nights of those. So 300 Australian in total. So not too bad. And then in terms of NBA games I'm going to, man, I'm so excited for this. Firstly, I'm going to Warriors v Spurs. Now, hopefully Wemby doesn't get injured, so then I can see Steph v Wemby and actually just see what Wembanyama looks like in person. But if I can find it, I'm about to buy the tickets. I was going to buy them last night, but I'm not going to lie. I fell asleep right as I was about to do it. But I'll just show you guys like a rough look at what the view will look like if I can find it. Give me one. Oh, don't tell me someone's got it. Oh no, here it is. So I'm sitting section like 120, and I'm sitting 10 rows back from the court. On the Warriors side of the court. So the reason why I picked that ticket was because I want to be able to get close to the Warriors tunnel to try and get Steph to sign my jersey. I know he signs jerseys when he plays at home. So if I get there early enough, hopefully I can get a good spot right at the tunnel and get some awesome content and also get a Steph signed jersey. Like, I've always wanted a Steph signed jersey. It's like my number one like wanted piece of just memorabilia. But this is where I'm sitting. So I don't know if you guys can see that too well. It might be a little bit glary, but sitting behind the hoop, but not like directly behind the hoop where you can't see the play. Like the perfect spot, in my opinion. Oh, now you can see it. Now it's clear. About 10 rows back. And then the Warriors tunnel is just, it's once again pretty hard to see, but just over there, like a section away. So that should be really good. I spent 330 USD on that ticket, so about 500 AUD. And then the next night, I'm going to Warriors v Cavaliers. That should be a fun game. Hopefully the Cavs might be a bit better by then. Donovan Mitchell. Also maybe see the Aussie Tyrese Proctor. And I got similar seats in that game, but I'm basically just on the other side of the court, if that makes sense. But yeah, those seats are also pretty solid. Same thing again, paid about 350 USD, so about 500 roughly Australian. And then I'm also going a couple of days later to Warriors v Rockets. Now, I haven't bought tickets for that game. I don't know where I'm going to sit. I think I'm just going to kind of see how much money I have a little bit closer to the trip and then kind of decide what I'm going to go for. Signed Steph jerseys go for 15k. Nah, they don't blue move. They go for about 1,000. I nearly bought one a couple of months back. No, they go for about 1,000 to 3,000 Australian blue moon. Maybe like the top end expensive ones, but no, you can get them for about 1,000 to 3,000. But I wouldn't sell it. I just want one to have. I had a chance in the Warriors-Lakers game, but, you know, away players don't really stop and sign stuff too often, like superstar guys. But hopefully, because it's a home game, maybe. But look, I just want to get some good vlog content. And if I'm like this far away from Steph, that's going to be some awesome vlog content. So yeah, excited for that. Obviously, if anyone doesn't know, I'm not from America. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. So it's a long, expensive trip that I will be saving up for, or I have been saving up for a little while now. And yeah, just starting to finally book everything, which is super exciting. The flight's already booked. I'm going to book the tickets later tonight to the games I'm going to. For the NBA, I've already booked the baseball. I booked that a couple of days ago. And yeah, obviously I go to the Golden Gate Bridge, go to a couple of other little, you know, scenic view spots. You know, when I was younger, when I used to go on like holidays or like little trips and stuff, I used to hate doing all the scenic shit. But now that I've gotten older, I've really started to appreciate it. So yeah, do all that type of stuff. And what I'm not most excited for, but what I am really excited for, the food. Man, I say this all the time to everyone. American takeaway just slaps. I'm so hungry thinking about it, and I also haven't eaten today. But man, I'm going to have so much takeaway in a span of a week. I'm probably going to come back like 5 kilos heavier. I'm going to have Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, Taco Bell, Chipotle, In-N-Out, Shake Shack. Man, I'm going to have it all. Last time when I went to LA, it was amazing. I'm still going to do a video talking about that trip. I'm going to do it sometime over the next couple of weeks. I am really starting to pump out the videos, so I will get that done soon. I've just got to do a video talking about the trade targets first, because that's got to be done by a certain time before trades actually start to happen. So the next video will be talking about all of our like trade candidates at the deadline, and then the next video will be the USA trip. I know I keep saying it's going to be out soon, but I keep delaying it. But it's one of those videos where I don't really have to get it out within a certain time frame. I can kind of just do it whenever I want to. So other videos have kind of taken priority. But I do definitely want to do it at least by the end of January, because I want to have people excited for my trip upcoming. Because when I go to the games in April, I'm going to do a vlog for every single game I go to. A massive kind of just like week vlog of the whole trip. And then I'm going to try and think of some other like really good videos to do. I might even like do some trivia, like some like testing our Warriors fans bandwagons. I used to watch those videos back in 2016 at Oracle. I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but he used to do these videos like, are you a real fan? And he used to go and like see if Warriors fans were bandwagons, because obviously back then we were so good and felt like everyone was a Warriors fan back then. So I might even do something like that. And like if someone gets like, I'll do like maybe like 10 questions. It gets progressively harder. And if someone gets to the 10th question, I'll give them like a jersey or something. I don't know. I feel like that could be fun. But that's when I kind of run into an issue. Because I'm going by myself, I don't have anyone to film for me, which kind of sucks. Unless, could you imagine I did a meet and greet at the Chase Center? Nah, I'm not going to do that, because I reckon maybe, best case scenario, one person would show up. Because I don't have a big enough American fan base yet. I don't think I've fully reached the American fan base yet. I think I've actually reached more international Warriors fans than American fans early. Oh, okay. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Yeah, the NBL, the Australian League, definitely getting better and better as the years go on. I actually haven't gone to a game this season. I did go to a game last season, and I went and saw Montrezl Harrell, obviously former Clippers player, former Sixth Man of the Year, and that was super cool. I made a video on that back on one of my old NBA channels. I say this all the time. I have tried to do so many NBA channels, and none of them have worked out as well as this one has so far in such a short time period. So yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, now you know, I'm flying over to San Francisco in April to go and watch 3 Warriors games. There should be some banger videos coming out. Yeah, J Tomo, you just missed out on me talking about it all, but yeah, I just bought flights and I'm buying all the tickets today. I'm going back. I'm going to San Francisco to go to 3 Warriors games to make some content, which should be awesome. Should be good. My goal is to try and go to at least 1 Warriors game every single season until Steph retires. That's the goal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Because like there's 2 like seasons kind of overlapping in 1 year, it does make it a lot more difficult. Whereas like if it was just, you know, 1 season and 1 year, it'd be a lot easier to afford. But I don't know. We'll see. But it is a year between the next trip I'm going on and the last one I just went on, because I went in April of last year to LA. I can't believe that's coming up on a year already. That's actually ridiculous. But yeah, I just like going in April. April is the best time to go. It's the cheapest. There's typically a lot of games and sports happening. But I do want to go in December one time. I would love to go during the winter season, go see some snow. I would love to go to a Christmas Day game. But we are back underway here in this second half. No, I'm going just before the playoffs start. J Tomo. It's too expensive to go during the playoffs. yeah, once again, that's another thing I would love to do at some point in my life, go to a playoff game, but I had a look at the costs of it, and I just won't be able to afford it. It's just way too expensive. And I'd rather, at this stage of my life, go to 3 regular season games, get good seats, be able to afford the trip, rather than go during the playoffs, barely be able to afford it, only go to 1 game and not have a good seat. So, yeah, eventually when I have the money like that, or hopefully have money like that, I would love to go to a playoff game. But, yeah, we'll see what happens. I would love to also go to a finals game at some point in my life, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't think that'll happen until later in my life. They are extremely expensive to go to, but enough talking about that. We are here in the third quarter. It was an entertaining first half, and the Bucks start things off with a pair of free throws. And Steph, starting this game off really, really hot, and he's here in the third quarter. He did miss that 3, though. But no, the playoffs start about a month later than when I'm there, J. Tomo. Alright, so Giannis also in this ball game. So all the stars out there on the court at the moment for both teams. So we should be off to a very hot start in this third quarter as Miles Turner, the former Indiana Pacer, starts off with an individual 5-0 run here. Draymond Green off to Quinton Post, now to Jimmy, and he will miss the 3. So hopefully the Warriors don't start off cold here in this second half. I would hate to see all the work in the first half go to waste. Giannis is going to shoot a 3, and he hits it! And he hits the Bane celebration! Giannis going crazy! 8-0 run for the Bucks to begin this third quarter. We have a game on our hands. Steph hits the little off-bank floater there. I can't believe Giannis hit this celebration. The Bane. The no one cares who I was until I put on the mask celebration. Giannis again! No one can stop this man! He is a brute force. 23 points here. Steph will shoot again, and he will connect on another mid-range shot. So Giannis with 23, Steph with 18. If you bought a ticket to this game, you would be a happy camper. AJ Green off the screen misses. Jimmy floats up there for the rebound, and he'll bring it up here. Trying to settle things back down for the Warriors. The Bucks full steam ahead here in this third. Steph, another shot. He'll be fouled. Crowd would have gone nuts if that was an and 1. If Giannis goes to the Warriors, will they be the best team next season? They would be one of the best teams. You have teams like OKC. I think Detroit keep climbing the rankings. The Spurs are going to get better and better. But yeah, they would definitely be up there. They'd be a top 5 team. For sure. J. Tomo. Who do you go for, J. Tomo? I feel like you're a Lakers fan. Alright, so Steph does hit the first one. This free throw here will put Steph up to 20 points. So, really, really good start to this game for Steph. And he does hit it. So, Warriors are already up to 70 points early in this third quarter. I've really, really enjoyed this game. It's good to be back streaming. I have certainly missed it. Kevin Porter Jr. Little one-legged fadeaway. He will hit it. He's really efficient, Kevin Porter Jr. at times, and tonight has been one of those cases. 6 of 8 from the field. Looks comfortable out there, being a good number 2 option behind Giannis. Ryan Rollins has also been solid, but I definitely think Porter Jr. has been better tonight. Speaking of Giannis, he will get to the rim, and he will get the late foul call there. Draymond, a little bit of contact. Your team's trash. Who is it? Because I know Chris goes for the Hornets. That's probably the worst team I know that someone supports that watches these streams. Alright. Giannis. Pretty notorious player at the free throw line with his slow release and the amount of time he takes to shoot. And he does miss that one there. Yeah, very, very interesting thing about Giannis. Just for some reason, really struggles with free throws. Can he at least hit one of them? He misses both! Oh, you also go for the Hornets. Well, you'd be happy with the win against OKC, but yeah, you'd be... Oh, Quinton Post! Little transition slam there. You'd be sad about that loss today. Tough game to lose. This game, you are right, Aleskin. It has that feeling about it. It really does. Defense. KPJ. Off to AJ Green, who's been solid tonight. Does miss that one there. And Steph with a little rare rebound there. The 6'3" guard. Quinton trailing 3. Misses. The Greek Freak with the long board. Now, I will also hopefully be live for the game versus Portland. Friday night local, Saturday for my international viewers. So that should be a good one. Basically, in the month of January, bearing any technical difficulties, I'm streaming nearly every single game. There's only like a handful of games in the month of January that I'm not streaming. I got really lucky with my work schedule. Alright, so Steph coming off the screen. Jimmy doesn't want him. He'll elect to give it to Draymond. Draymond says, nope, just give it to Steph. Because he can do things like that! Steph Curry through 2 defenders. Gets the floater to fall, and Steph's feeling himself too. Man, he is a special human being. Warriors v Kings. Oh, are we playing the Kings? I thought we were playing Portland. Let's have a look. Oh no, we're playing the Kings. Sorry, no. I meant I'm streaming the game when we were playing the Kings. I thought we were playing Portland for some reason. Do we play Portland soon? Is that why I got confused? Oh no. We are playing Portland next week, but I'm not streaming that game. That's why I was thinking of Portland. But no, I will be streaming... let's have a look. So I will be streaming Warriors versus Kings. I should be streaming Warriors versus Hawks. Fortunately, won't be streaming Warriors Blazers. But I will be streaming Warriors Knicks. And then also, I think, Warriors Hornets. So... a lot of games on the streaming agenda in the month of January. But, you know, I think streaming is a really good way to help, you know, build the channel, also build my, you know, commentary skills and all that type of stuff. And I really do enjoy them. Like, I would be watching this game either way. So why not jump on, you know, help continue to build the channel, grow a little, you know, community of people who love to watch the games together. There's just no reason for me not to stream them. The only games I don't stream is when I have technical difficulties or if I'm working. That's literally it. But we got a little bit to go in this game. We got a little bit to go. So we'll see how this plays out. We are up by 9, but we've already seen the Bucks kind of pull back this lead a few times. I can watch that game, but I have to leave at 10 or something. Fair enough. But yeah, happy with this ball game so far. 7:46 to go in the third. Warriors up by 9. You know, it could go one or two ways over these next few minutes. The Warriors could either put the foot down the throttle and get it out to a healthy double-digit lead, or the Bucks could really pull it back and get it to a single possession game. Hello Kitty night. Hello Kitty night at the Chase Center. Interesting. Ah, Steph's got the Hello Kitty too. He's got the Hello Kitty off of his pants. Nice little bit of drip there from Steph. Alright. Pretty cool. Giannis! With the dunk, he is on a mission tonight. Bucks now 67, Warriors 74. Jimmy with the high screen from Dre. He'll shoot a three and he will sink it off the back of the rim there. So good response from Jimmy Buckets. He's been pretty quiet tonight, but had some good moments. Giannis with the screen, trying to force the switch. AJ Green will attack. Kick it out to Miles Turner. Giannis back to the basket with the 6'6" Draymond on him and gets the unfriendly bounce. 6'7", yeah. Moody now. 10-point margin. The Warriors really could put the foot down. Steph off a screen. Off back iron. Another offensive rebound. We've been really good at that tonight. It's been a struggle in recent years, but past couple of games, we've done a good job at it. And tonight, that's definitely been the case. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like on the stream down below and subscribe. We are trying to hit 700 subscribers today. We are only 9 away, so it would be very much appreciated if you haven't already. Jimmy Butler now at the line. Like I said, he's been pretty quiet tonight, but he's definitely had a good impact on this ball game. All right. Bucks are a better team than 16 and 20. Well, yeah, definitely, because obviously, you know, Giannis missed a patch where the team, you know, struggled, but they're not much better than 16 and 20 in all honesty. Outside of Giannis, Ryan Rollins, outside of their, you know, starting 4 main guys of Giannis, KPJ, Rollins, and Turner, there's not too much going on with this Bucks roster. Alright, dangerous pass, almost a turnover. Still going to be Warriors ball though. We got 56 in. Like I said, we're trying to hit 700 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Warriors versus Clippers, the game was crazy. Refs ruined that game for the Warriors. Yeah, lucky I wasn't streaming because I would have crashed out live. Dre smokes the layup there. Kevin Porter Jr., who's attacked the mid-range tonight, gives it out to Turner. There's going to be a call on the floor here. It's going to be a foul there on Gee. Had a little bit of contact on Giannis, despite him not having the ball. But with Giannis, he is so dominant and so scary in and around the paint. You just cannot give him an inch of space with or without the ball. Similar, but different to Steph. Turner into Giannis, who I was just talking about. Back to the basket. Kicks it out to Turner. He'll shoot the floater, and he will miss. But Guy Santos crashed it. It'll still be Warriors ball, though. Imagine crashing out live. Oh, it would have been very close to that, my friend. That was a shocking game. But I would have been so sad if Jimmy hit that game and I didn't get to stream it. I mean, hopefully we could maybe see a game winner here. I know the Bucks are going to come back first, but I think the game's definitely felt closer than what the scoreboard would suggest. Melton, who's been hot tonight, and that continues! DeAnthony Melton is back, ladies and gentlemen. 14 points, 4 threes, 5 or 6 from the field. Returning from ACL after being traded away from the Warriors last season. He is back, baby. And if I'm Brandon Pajemski, I'm getting nervous because DeAnthony Melton going to start taking those minutes. All right. Oh, Gary Harris comes back, or comes into the game, I should say. Man, another player I've forgotten about, Ryan Rollins, gets to the rim. He was also another, like, solid Magic role player that's just faded away. Steph now gives it off to Big Uncle Al. Guy Santos. One more to Steph. Bang! Steph Curry from way downtown. He hits the three, and he's now got 25 points in only 3 and a bit quarters so far. Ryan Rollins, back-to-back buckets. Keeping the Bucks in it. Having another good performance against his former team. Obviously, when we played the Bucks earlier in the season, as you can see it kind of rolling through now on the screen, the Bucks beat us 120 to 110 without Giannis, and that was the game where Ryan Rollins went crazy. Steph did just score again there. As Steph will get the steal, melted in transition, off to Al, out to Pajemski, and that's going to be a turnover there from Al. Didn't quite get the pass he was looking for. But what a game from Steph. 27 points. Everything seems to be falling in this game for everyone. Pods might be getting traded. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Rollins, another shot. And he will score. Ryan Rollins. Wow, a 7-0 Ryan Rollins run on the Bucks side of offense. Al Horford will catch and will shoot and will score. Uncle Al probably having the best game in his Warriors tenure so far tonight. Kuzma gets to the rim. So we're back to this back and forth way of basketball here. It was like this early in the game. Warriors took over, but now the Bucks are ever so slightly finding their feet once again. Still up by 13 here. It's a nice little separation gap for the Warriors to kind of hopefully maintain for the remainder of this game. But we'll see how it plays out. We got a timeout here. 3:15 remaining. Warriors up by 3. This is where it would be good if I had sponsors on the channel, because right now I could roll like a little ad break. Like I have like different scenes on OBS, so I could roll like an ad scene on OBS. That would be pretty funny. Another thing I do want to add to hopefully help the quality of the streams, I'm going to add another scene on OBS. For some reason it won't let me do it, but I'm going to figure out a way to do it. I want to add like another scene on OBS where I can like get the internet up, so I can like, if I want to quickly swap to a scene and show like an article or something, I can do that. But then I also want to have a scene where I have like custom made graphics of like certain stat lines, like where I can swap to it. Like previous game, Steph Curry, 27 points, 5 threes, and like, I don't know, Giannis, 20 points, whatever. Like how they actually have it on the TV broadcast. I would love to try and figure that out a little bit more over the next year. Try and make these streams as good as possible for you guys watching at home. Alright. Yeah, but we are still 9 subscribers away from 700. So if you haven't already, please consider dropping a like and sub to the channel. Would love to hit 700 today. This is certainly a great game. Like the scoreboard probably doesn't reflect how entertaining and close this game has been. Like the Bucks have been right there in the fight. The issue with the Bucks, it's similar to the Warriors, where when Giannis goes off, the Bucks just don't look great. Which is a problem, because you can't just solely rely on one player. And then it's been the same like that for the Warriors in recent years with Steph. When he goes off, the Warriors just haven't been good. So, yeah. If Pods gets traded, what would my reaction be? Sad. I like Pajemski. Sad that it didn't pan out the way I would have hoped when he got drafted. But depends who we got. Like, if we got someone really good, I'd be happy. But if it was just for a player who's clearly not better than Pajemski, I'd be pissed. All right. So off the timeout, let's see what we got here. Quinton post. So no Steph at the moment. We've got Richard, Moody. Oh no, sorry, Pajemski, Richard, Melton, Jimmy, and Quinton. So 3 guards out there at the moment. Jimmy will get to the rim and will score. So Warriors could potentially hit 100 points before the end of the third quarter, which would be awesome. But I think one of the main reasons tonight why the Warriors have so many points is all of our second chance opportunities. We've had 15 second chance points tonight, which is awesome. You know, some good offensive rebounding tonight. All right, 76-91. Like I said, this is where the Warriors can really put the foot down and put this game out of reach in the fourth quarter. Pajemski hits it! Speaking of Brandon Pajemski, he hits the shot. 93 plays 76. Warriors really starting to pull away. Bucks offense has gone cold outside of Ryan Rollins here. And with no Giannis out there on the court at the moment, it could get very ugly for the Bucks. Although they get a steal there, as Gary Trent Jr. will miss. It should still be Bucks ball out there on Jimmy Butler. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the chat. Trade Brandon Pajemski or keep Brandon Pajemski? I would love to know what you guys are thinking. Misses there. So Bucks offense, complete radio silence. Melton again. KPJ. Kuzma on an island. Hits it. So finally, the Bucks get something going. They need to have a little run here in this final minute. They're currently down by 14. But the Warriors, in contrast to that, would love to add on to this lead. Make it easier for themselves in the fourth quarter. Have a little bit of a cushion to lean on if the Bucks make a late run. As that's going to help D'Anthony Melton. Man, it is good to have this guy back. Keep BP, too much invested. And he is pretty good. See, exactly right. So that's a good shot from Kuzma. That was exactly my thoughts too. I was saying that before. I don't know, Mister, if you kind of saw me talk about it before, but I was saying that if Pajemski got traded, I would be sad because I think the potential is there. But we'll see. We'll definitely see kind of how that plays out. I love Brandon Pajemski. He is one of my favorite players on the Warriors. Like, I love this guy. Got a little Pods Auto rookie. Pretty cool card there. If anyone wondering what I've got in the background as well, as we have a Kuzma free throw, I've got this card as well. Steph Mystique. It's a card out of 125. So that's like the nicest Steph card I have. I don't have anything autographed Steph Curry. I would love to have an auto Steph card or jersey at some point to put in the background of the streams and whatnot. But Kuzma hits that one as Jimmy misses. But the Warriors will get a 2-for-1 here. Although that'll be Warriors ball, so probably not. Trade him for Dyson Daniels. Yeah, the Hawks are not trading us a most improved player, a borderline DPOY player for Brandon Pajemski. Don't get me wrong. I think B-Pods is pretty good, and I think he should have some trade value, but not Dyson Daniels like. Although Dyson hasn't been great this year. Yeah, I'm almost certain JK and Buddy will be traded, but those guys need to go in my opinion. I'm sad about it. Like, I'm sad when any player gets traded. Like, I love all of our guys, and oh my god! Speaking of who I love, D'Anthony fucking Melton is back! 18 off the second unit. But yeah, I love all the guys. I hate to see players go. The one that hurt the most was Poole. Here we go. 3 seconds to beat the buzzer. Misses. So Warriors 82. I'm losing my voice. Bucks 82. Warriors 98. This is one of our best performances so far this season. Now, I am going to quickly grab a drink. I'm losing my voice. So I'll be like 1 minute and then we'll get going for the fourth quarter, chat. Get excited. We've got a game on our hands. Potentially a big Warriors win. I'll be just about 1 minute. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road here in this fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. Let's get a dub. Let's get a dubski over the Bucks. Let's get some revenge. Let's get some revenge over the Bucks. They obviously beat us earlier in the season without Giannis, and now they've got Giannis, so that would be a good bit of revenge on them. Get a win over them. Move to 20 and 18. If we lose this game, we're back to 500. We just simply cannot afford that. So a win here is important, and then hopefully get some easy wins over the Kings and Hawks, and then all of a sudden you could be looking at 22. Let's actually hang on. Let's get this schedule up. Let's predict the next couple of Warriors games. Fourth quarter is literally just about to get underway, but we'll quickly have a look at this while we've got like a spare second. So the fourth quarter will be beginning just about now. But having a look at it, so Bucks should be a win. Sacramento should be a win. Atlanta should be a win. I also feel like Portland should be a win. Like, we have to get one win over them, surely. We could beat New York. We should be able to beat Charlotte. We should be able to beat Miami. We could get some revenge over Toronto. We should beat Dallas again. Like, if we just lock in over these next 2 weeks, we could all of a sudden be looking at, like, a borderline playoff spot. A lot of winnable games. And a lot of chances for revenge. But firstly, we've got to focus on closing this game out. Maybe Kobe White. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Kobe White, but I don't know. Seems like those rumors have died well off. Mister says, need game for... Oh, revenge game for real. We never should have lost them before we need this W. Facts, facts, and facts. You know, I've gotten to the point now with this Warriors team. I don't care how we win. As long as we get no injuries and as long as we win and add another win to the tally, I don't care. I don't care. Alright, we're going to get a challenge here. Early in the fourth quarter to call your challenge, but I guess if they reckon it will be overturned, then might as well use it. That's what it's there for. Your predictions for the Warriors' upcoming games. You reckon the Warriors will blow out the Kings, just beat the Hawks, and then just beat Portland? Yeah. I mean, if we lose to Sacramento or Atlanta, I'd be pissed. Atlanta, not as pissed, because they're actually alright. But more Sacramento. Like, they are butt juice. They are seriously butt juice. It'd be interesting to see when would Trae Young's first game for the Wizards be? Trae Young wasn't playing. I can't believe he got traded when the game was still going. Right quad contusion. So I do think that is a proper injury. Contusion injury probably means it's actually something, but there is the chance that it is just because he is injured. Because he is just getting traded. And they've extended the injury. Just having a look. I want to have a look at Atlanta's Instagram. Let's have a look. Atlanta. I want to see what all the Hawks fans are saying.
This is a lot of ball. The only contact that happened was after the foul.
Oh!
So that's all incidental.
Hawks fans are pissed. Because they got no draft picks. I just realized that. I just realized that. How did the Hawks not get any picks? Not even one. I just realized that. And then I had a look at the Wizards comment section. Despite losing by 20 points, everyone is so happy. Everyone is so happy that they got Trae Young. So that's pretty funny. That's actually really funny. So despite the Hawks post being about their win, everyone's pissed. But the Wizards post about their loss, everyone's happy. Alright, so back into this game. Yeah, the Trae Young trade is official. I just found out about it on the stream before. But if you haven't already, do make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 700. We are so close. And if you haven't already, feel free to check out my new video pinned at the top of the chat talking about Draymond Green. Alright, here we go. Kuzma hits the three. Game on. 10 minutes remaining, just about. 13-point game. You just feel like this is where the Hawks can make their run. Looks like Giannis is about to come back in. Al Horford a three, misses. So Steph is out there at the moment as well, by the way. So we should be able to put this one away. But you just know the Warriors, that's not going to be the case. So Giannis with 25 already tonight comes back in. I'm assuming it's similar to Steph. Giannis will come in for a couple of minutes, have a quick rest, and then finish off this game, depending on kind of how close of a game it is. Rissa Shea played well today. Good on him. Do you think he'll become good? I do think he'll become good, but I don't think he'll be anything more than just a good starter. He doesn't have all-star potential, in my opinion. Steph Curry. I think 29th point of the night now. Puts the Warriors to triple figures. Trent Jr. misses, and speaking of Steph, he toe pokes the rebound. And outlet pass to Gee! So what a span of plays that was there for Steph Curry. Gets the scooping layup, grabs the board, and then kicks it on the outlet to Guy Santos for an assist. But I don't think the Hawks are done making trades. There is a chance that the Hawks might also trade Rissa Shea for AD. Now, I don't know if I'd do that if I was the Hawks, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm more kind of curious to see what the Hawks do trading-wise over the next year. Do they let Trae Young, get integrated into the system? go the route of continuing to get draft picks and hopefully developing young players, and in maybe 2 years' time when Trae Young might be back to his best, then compete? Or do they start to ship away some of this young talent and say, hey, enough's enough. Enough's enough. The fan base is declining. We've been bad for so long. We're sick of being a laughing stock. We're going to go all in. We're going to do what we haven't really done ever and give up on a young core and go all in on winning. And I really respect the Trae Young move from the Washington Wizards, because basically outside of the John Wall era, my entire lifetime, they have just been such a mediocre team. Yeah, they were good when they had Russ and Beal as well, but outside of a couple of good years, they've just been mediocre. They can't seem to nail draft picks. And it just seems like the fans have had enough. So good on them for making a ballsy move. Go get Trae Young, who is an All-NBA guy, multiple-time All-Star, and can lead a team. Like, I think you give Trae Young the rest of this year to get integrated and set into this Wizard system. And then I think in the offseason, you go make another big splash, get another guy, and then, have some of those young guys like Trey Johnson, Alex, continue to play alongside, hopefully, a big two in Trae Young and whoever else you go and get. And then all of a sudden, maybe in a weaker Eastern Conference, you could be a playoff team next year. Rather than just sitting at the bottom, competing for another pick, and just playing boring basketball and letting your city down. Because also as well, I think despite getting Trae, let's have a look at the standings. I think despite getting Trae Young, the Wizards should get a good pick this year. Where are they? Yeah, they're currently 14th with a record of 10 and 26. Like, they're not going to come to the playoff range this year. Like, they should have a top 5 pick. So, 2 or 3 years down the line, if things go in favor of Washington, which I hope it does, because I respect when teams make big, ballsy decisions like that, this team could be really good. I like the idea of it. Yeah, I would love the Warriors to get MPJ. I would love it. Yeah, that'll be my next video, talking about like Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, AD, Michael Porter Jr., Nick Claxton, all those big guys that we're targeting. Bobby Portis has been really quiet tonight, but he hits the 3 there. I bet you the Bucks regret bringing him back. Jaden Ivey. Yeah, I don't mind Jaden Ivey. But there's been no rumours, though. I kind of want to only talk about the players that have been rumoured. Or do you mean Jaden Ivey go to Washington? Is that what you mean? Good shot from Melton. Man, his best ever performance in a Golden State Warriors uniform. I think we're getting to the point now where if Melton continues in this form, you almost start to get ready to bring him back into the starting lineup like last season. Bobby Portis. Another one. Like I said, he was quiet all night long, but all of a sudden starts to get going here. So Melton has 21, bro. Oh my god. Melton, another shot. Misses. Oh, if he hit that. Agreed, Melton is fire. I love what Melton brings, and I was so happy we brought him back. And as Giannis back to the basket here. Hang on. Giannis will draw a foul. I was kind of a little bit disappointed early in the year. Like, I knew he was going to take a while to get going, but I didn't think it would take this long. And I thought, okay, maybe he just won't be that same player again. But after what we've seen tonight, DeAnthony Melton is back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he still might not be fully back. He might have a bad game next game and take a little bit longer to get back to having performances like this on a consistent basis. But it's something to be excited about. And at the moment with this team, that's all we need. Things to be excited about in 2026 as Giannis gets the free throw to go. So it's coming back to a single-digit lead ever so slightly. It's at 12 now. Giannis, the second free throw. Oh, he missed. Well, because they cut to an ad during the free throw, I couldn't fully see. Okay, he hits the second one, so I'll just leave the score as it is then. That works out well, I guess. But no, it looked like it went in, but they had an ad running at the same time, so it was hard to see. But 92 plays 104 here. 12-point game, 8 minutes remaining, and what's been an entertaining ball game tonight. Jimmy to Uncle Al, and he misses. Good rebound there, Giannis, using that big frame. Pause. Giannis swings it. Ryan Rollins left open. And that actually bounces over the backboard. All right. So just under 7, or just under 8 minutes to go now. All right, so Bucks ball, side out of bounds. We're getting close to clutch time, and look, all it takes here is 2 good shots for the Bucks, and it's game on. Kevin Porter Jr. misses that one. Golden State GM, I would target Porter Jr., AD, and Trey Murphy. Yeah, but I think AD is actually going to end up on the Hawks, which would be an interesting move. But I'll still talk about it in my video, because you never know. Jimmy Butler, great shot, great player. Love that. But yeah, Trey Murphy, I don't know about that as well. I feel like the asking price for Trey Murphy is a little bit too high. In my opinion, it seems like the Pelicans want multiple first-round picks. AJ Green scores. Alright, but yeah, I think the Pelicans were saying they wanted 2 first-round picks for Trey Murphy, so that's too much for a player that's not even an all-star in my opinion. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Ooh, Draymond! Woof! Man. Back and forth here. Once again, I don't know where the sound has gone. It just does this sometimes where the game audio on the broadcast just stops working for me for some reason. But, oh my goodness. As Giannis scores as well. So we've got a game on our hands here. We have got a game on our hands here. Alright, Richard. 97-109. We're just about to enter clutch time. Richard. Horford. Draymond! 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 Good bounce there from number 23, Draymond. With the 3. What a shot from Dray. You cannot leave him open. Kevin Porter Jr. responds. Shot for shot here, but the good thing is the Warriors have a nice little lead to kind of cushion on. So even if the Bucks go on a run, we've still got a little bit of space. Dray to the rim, almost down 1. Crowd would have gone nuts. Crowd would have gone nuts there. Giannis let Draymond shoot it and had to pay the price. Thing is, Golden State need to trade now, not in the summer. If they wait, they can give up too much. Well, the thing is, a lot of the time, yeah, that is the case. So, you are right. But, I don't know. There's a couple of players who I feel like we could get for cheaper at the end of the season. But, it's like, do we want to wait that long? Do we want to run the risk of, you know, potentially not having a good player front again? So, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. We'll cover whatever happens. So, Dre 1 or 2 from the line. Dubs by 14 here. Just about 5 minutes remaining. Kevin Porter Jr. Off to Giannis. Giannis. Will shoot and will score. What a night from the Greek Freak. Giannis into the 30s. 12-point game. All it takes is 2 good shots from the Bucks and it's game on. Jimmy Butler. Off to Uncle Al. Jimmy corner 3. Man, that shot brings back some deja vu memories for Heat fans. Those Jimmy Butler floating corner 3s as Giannis scores again. I don't know what to say. Giannis is unstoppable. Timeout Warriors, 10-point game. Here comes Milwaukee. All right, but like the commentary team just said, Steph should be back in, so there's that to look forward to. But Giannis, 32, 10, and 5 in only 26 minutes. Steph going right with him, though. 29 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. The thing with Giannis this season is people will look at Giannis's numbers and think it is a down year for Giannis. But then you have a look at how many minutes he is playing, and then you go, holy crap. Because Giannis is averaging more points than minutes this year. It's crazy.
So the wait is almost over. The Winter Olympics in a month on NBC and Peacock. Starting February 6th.
Oh, yeah, the Olympics. Oh, no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. I'm thinking of the World Cup. So the Winter Olympics is on in a month. I got excited for a second. I thought, oh, we get to see Olympic basketball again. But then I realized, no, it's just all snowboarding and stuff. But our World Cup this year, that'll be interesting too. Alright, but here we go though. 10-point game. We could see a close finish. As our Jimmy will be fouled. And he will head to the line. For some reason. Oh my god. No, hang on. I don't know what's happening. Oh, sorry. My broadcast is lagging. Hang on. I'm swapping to the phone. Give me 1 second, guys. Do apologize. I thought Jimmy got... What happened? What happened? So we're on 115. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Okay, I think Jimmy scored. I don't think he got fouled. I think he scored. Okay. Apologies for that. I've got it on the phone. Yeah, it's smaller and worse quality, but that's okay. Alright, 4 minutes remaining. Jimmy with the steal! Jimmy! Misses the layup! Jimmy Butler smokes the layup. I need to put the Warriors to 115. I missed that bucket before. I think Jimmy scored or got fouled. Someone in the chat might let me know. Who wins the Super Bowl this season? I've got to go with the 49ers. I've got to back my team in. The Bay's team. But in all honesty, I do think that... I think the Seahawks will win it, if not the 49ers. Steph! Misses the deep three. Oh, that would have had you excited there. Giannis. It's crunch time now. The Greek Freak looking to get things going. Giannis will miss. That's going to hurt the Bucks. Steph now. Jimmy back to the basket. AJ Green on him. Draymond's open. Misses that time around though. So here we go. Game on. It's going to be a foul. Let me quickly read some of these chats. You reckon the Patriots will win? Nah, I probably won't stream the World Cup. Niners are one and done. Yeah, probably. Probably, but look, we can only hope. We are going to get a timeout here, so we'll go through and read all of these chats. Post-game will be interesting to see if... Oh, wait. Post-game will be interesting to see if Giannis is interested in talking to the Warriors. Yeah, I wonder if they'll ask him about that in the press game conference. Probably not. It's probably a bit of an unprofessional question. But Mr. reckons the Patriots with Drake May. It'll be interesting to see who wins the MVP as well. Will it be Matt Stafford or Drake May? Me personally, I think it should be Stafford. I think he's been a lot better. But I wouldn't be mad if it went either way. I'm going to the World Cup. How? Jags definitely dark horses for sure. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence with his grills being going crazy. Denver Broncos are a dark horse too. Yeah. I don't know about Bo Nix though. I feel like he kind of gets carried by his team sometimes, but I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. if the Niners did get pretty deep into the playoffs, I would consider doing like a little one-off, like 49ers playoff stream if I had nothing on, if the Warriors weren't playing that day. I'm pretty sure especially if it's a Super Bowl, there'll be no NBA games on. Broncos are rubbish. Oh, they're not rubbish, but I don't know. They wouldn't be my pick. But here we go. 3:21 to go. Warriors 115. Bucks 103. It's officially crunch time here. Kevin Porter Jr. And that's going to be a foul there on Draymond. So Bucks will get a refreshed 14-second shot clock. Now Draymond, that's his 5th foul. So one more and he's done for the night. But look, if Draymond fouls out, I'm not mad. He's had a tough task tonight on Giannis and Miles Turner. So he's had to be very physical. Speaking of Miles Turner, he hits the 3 and it's single digits. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes remaining. Here we go. The lineup for the Warriors. Steph, Melt, Jimmy, Dre, and Gee. So no true center out there at the moment for the Warriors. It's the undersized Draymond. But he's held his own tonight. Melton with 4, with 3. Melton to the rim. And he will be fouled. So D'Anthony Melton to head to the line. Good bailout there on the end of the possession. But what a night it has been from D'Anthony Melton. Let's have a look at how many points he's up to. Now, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. We are trying to hit 700 subscribers by today. We're trying to do it. We've got 85 people in. Only 9 people need to subscribe, and we will hit 700. All right, so Melton, 1 or 2 from the line, hits the second one. So it's back to 10 points. D'Anthony Melton up into the 20s tonight. What a performance it has been. AJ Green, corner 3, hits it! AJ Green, a ball game not over. 7-point game. If the Bucks can get a stop here. As the Warriors missed that, it's going to be a foul. I'm just going to literally... What I've started to do now in clutch games is just put my camera out and just record. Even if I'm streaming, just get a good quality video short out. Like, I do it like Warriors fan reacts to, like, game winner. I just record at the end. Some extra content. Alright, so Giannis 4 fouls. 116 to 109. 2 minutes remaining. We are officially in crunch time. Jimmy fading away, and he will be fouled. Warriors fan reacts to Bucks 11-0 run. I would hope not. I would be absolutely distraught if we went on to lose this game, considering what happened in the previous game versus the Clippers. We've got 100 people in, baby! Warriors are back, and so are the streams. Hope everyone's doing well. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 700 subscribers tonight. We are only 9 away. But Jimmy hits the first. Fouls are saving us. Yeah, Jimmy's done well. This will be his 9th free throw of the night, and he's gone 8 and 9. So really just helpful points there. All right, 109, 118. 2 minutes. Chase center crowd. Chance of defense. Miles Turner. Into Giannis. Has the mismatch. D'Anthony Melton on Giannis. And Giannis back to the basket. Slams it home. 7-point game here. Oh-wee. Here we go. This would be a tough game to lose. Jimmy with the former Warrior Ryan Rollins on him. And that's going to be out of bounds. Whose ball is it going to be? It's going to be Bucks. No, it's going to be Warriors ball. That's definitely off the Bucks. The Warriors only have 3.7 on the clock to get something off here. Steph into Jimmy. And it's going to be Warriors ball again. Once again, out of bounds. 125 in. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Exactly what Elijah said in the chat. We are only 9 away from 700. So Melton. Corner 3. Air ball. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Bucks ball down by 7. Both teams only with 2 timeouts remaining. Warriors might challenge the call. Cameras are on Steve Kerr. Doesn't look like he's going to challenge it. What's going on? Players under review. So I don't think either side had to challenge that. I do think the players just actually under review by the officials. So basically what's happening here, basically what's happening is they are challenging or reviewing, I should say it's not a challenge, they're reviewing to see if it's a 24-second violation on the Warriors, because obviously if a player shoots an air ball and it doesn't hit the rim, the shot clock stays as it was. But if a player shoots it and it comes off the rim and then the team gets an offensive rebound, obviously the shot clock resets. So Moody had the ball, but because it was likely an air ball, the shot clock expired. But they're reviewing it, and if it did hit the rim, it'll be Warriors ball because Moody had it and the shot clock shouldn't have gone off. It's super confusing. You guys get the point. I should have just said they're checking for a shot clock violation. That would have been the simple way to have gone about it, but we'll see. We're just getting another subscriber, so thank you whoever that was. We're now only 8 away from 700. How awesome is that? Alright, so whose balls are going to be? I think Bucks. It looked like it was an air ball. So yeah, air ball, shot clock violation, Bucks ball, down by 7. Kevin Porter Jr. looking to attack. Bucks are going to score quickly, and that's not going to help. Terrible shot there from Kevin Porter Jr. Jimmy, out to Melton. Melton for the dagger. Misses. Game is still alive. Here we go. Ryan Rollins. Bucks running out of time here. Rollins misses. Warriors should get the win here, up by 7. Bucks just couldn't get anything here. Steph. Could we see a Steph dagger? Crowd on their feet. Come on, Steph. A Steph dagger on the cards. Steph, step back for game. Oh! Steph Curry. That's going to be your ball game. Steph Curry seals the game. How about that? How about that? The most clutch player in the National Basketball Association, Steph Curry. What a shot with AJ Green on him. Steph, the deep 2 because his foot was on the line. Oh, was it a 3? Hang on, was it a 3 or was it a 2? No, it was only a 2. It was only a 2. His foot was on the line. But it doesn't matter. Warriors are going to win. The Bucks are going to challenge a call here, but yeah, the Bucks are going to challenge a call here, but it doesn't matter. Let's get some W's in the chat. Warriors gonna beat the Bucks. We lost to them earlier in the year without Giannis, but we're getting a win today, chat. Get some W's in there for Steph. He hit the dagger. Let's go. We have needed a win like this where everything goes right. D'Anthony Melton steps up for 20 plus. Quinton Post has a good game. Moody's hitting shots. Draymond's not causing any drama. Jimmy's getting to the line for some easy buckets. Steph going crazy. Sealing the game. How good. How good. And no dumb decisions from Steve Kerr. Good lineups from Steve tonight. It's awesome. Now, while we have the timeout, for the last time, make sure to drop a like if you've enjoyed the stream. And please do subscribe for more Warriors videos and streams. We are so close to 700. Okay, so call is overturned. It is Milwaukee ball. There is 14 seconds left, but down by 7. Even if they hit a 3, get a steal, and then hit another 3, they're still down by 1. So I'm pretty confident that this one's in the bag, but you just never know. It is the Golden State Warriors, and you do just never know. Come on. Get a stop, and the ball game is definitely over. Without any shadow of a doubt, it'll be over. If we just get a stop here. Very cocky, ain't over yet. Nah, it is. It's definitely over. I'm confident we've got this win. Here we go, though. Ryan Rollins. Off to AJ Green. So much time wasted, and he misses. Warriors gonna get the win here at the Chase Center. Golden State 120 to Milwaukee 113. The Golden State Warriors get it done. Steph Curry with some brilliance tonight. Let me know, how are we feeling in the chat, Dub Nation? A really good win. Thank you to everyone who tuned in late in this stream. It's awesome to be back streaming. I've really missed it. And if you are heading out but you did enjoy the stream, please do consider dropping a like and subscribing. I would love to see as many of you back in as possible. But let's have a look at the box score for this game, because there's a lot to talk about. Steph, 31, 7 and 7 will turn this down now. What a performance from the greatest shooter and greatest point guard to ever grace the planet Earth. D'Anthony Melton, round of applause. 22 points. He knocked down 5 triples. He was awesome. Uncle Al Horford, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 6 dimes. Jimmy, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal. Draymond with 14, 7 assists and a steal. Quinton with 11. Pods with 2.6 boards. Moody with 9 points, 2 boards. Gee with 2 points, 4 boards and a steal. And Will Richard with the board. I mean, is it crazy to say that was the Warriors' best win this season? I felt like that was, without a shadow of a doubt, the most complete Warriors win this season. It felt like everything went right. We composed ourselves. Oh, that's very loud. I do apologize for that. That is very, very loud. Like I was saying, we composed ourselves. We didn't turn the ball over too much. Shot the ball really well. Everyone who played tonight, I felt like, had an impact in some shape or form. I just thought that was just a really good and necessary win. And hopefully now, you know, we're 20 and 18. Let's have a look at where we are on the standings also as well, for anyone who cares. If Blue Moo was in here. Spurs beat the Lakers, and it looks like Portland are going to beat the Rockets. But let's have a look at the Western Conference standings. John, nice game. Indeed. Good win. We've been needing a win like this for a while. And now we sit with a 20 and 18 record. Couple of games behind the Suns and Minnesota. But now, if we can beat the Kings, we're 21 and 18. If we can beat the Hawks, 22 and 18. And all of a sudden, we just start to creep further and further up. But yeah, we really need to go on a roll now, though. Like, if we don't go on a roll in the season now, I think we're cooked. But hopefully, win some games, trade out some players who don't have a spot in the team anymore, and just see what we can do in the second half of this season. Because some flashes have been there. Like, a game like this shows to me that we definitely can compete. Although it's the Bucks, they're also not very great record-wise and all that, but wins like that show us that we can definitely beat top-end talent, which is really, really good. I'm super happy with this win, to say the least. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to post the final score graphic on Insta and TikTok. Also as well, I might as well say this. I probably don't say it enough. Do make sure to follow me if you do use those platforms. I do upload on TikTok, and I do upload on Instagram as well. So if you do use any of those platforms, yeah, definitely make sure to follow me. It's like Bay Area Breakdown YT for both of those. But yeah, if you do use any of those platforms, make sure to follow me on there. I will quickly just show you guys, because that's probably something I don't ever really do. I kind of forget to do it over here on the YouTube, because I know my biggest supporters base is here on YouTube. But if we could get some numbers on the other stuff as well, that would be awesome. So that's the Instagram. Only about 100 followers. So I would love to really get that up. If possible. TikTok's a little bit better. I actually have been doing really well on TikTok in recent weeks. Starting to actually grow. I got about just under 300 on TikTok. But some videos are really starting to do good, which is great. But yeah, that'll just about do it here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Have we gotten any closer to 700? I was hoping we could hit it on stream, but that's alright. Can't always get your way. Still gained a couple of, subscribers this stream, which will definitely take. But honestly, I'm not concerned at all, because I am just happy that I was able to stream this basketball game. Because last night, I didn't think I was going to be able to. But it is good that I've hopefully got all that technology rubbish behind me now. We can get back to streaming all the games, because this was an awesome stream. Got 130 in at the end. Yeah, really good, solid stream. But yeah, we'll just about wrap it up there, unless we get even closer to the 700 milestone. Maybe we stay on and see if we can hit it. No, I don't think we will hit it. I think we'll stay at 692. But we are going to wrap things up. Just before we do, I just want to see if you guys have got any final comments, questions, theories, anything that you want to quickly talk about before we do wrap it up. We'll just see if you guys have got anything. For anyone wondering as well, next stream, I'll be live, not tomorrow, but the day after. So Friday night local, Saturday afternoon for my international viewers. For Warriors v Kings, a little bit of a Cali battle, which should be an interesting game. It feels like it's a game where the Warriors should easily win, but for some reason probably won't. See you Saturday, definitely. Now, on the way out, I just want to ask a favor to everyone. Oh, that is me. That is my other account. If you can, click on how many days before the trade deadline. I think the trade deadline's February, but the date we are looking for as Warriors fans is January 15th, because that is when Jonathan Kuminga can be traded, and that's probably around the time when the Warriors will start taking calls and start making calls on moves, and that's probably around the time when a Warriors big trade will happen. So I'll do a video talking about all of that, but if you can, on the way out, make sure to click that link I've just put down below in the chat and go watch my new video. I dropped it this morning. It's been a crazy day of content. I've been flat out with content recently. I'm working really, really hard to try and grow the channel as much as possible. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers before my USA trip, and then have that as a 1,000 subscriber special. But we'll see how we go. But yeah, if you can, go and watch that video, or at least if you don't want to watch it, give it a like, give it a comment, help push it out on the algorithm. It would be appreciated. So comment on that video that you're from the stream, and you'll be a real one. But thank you all for watching. Obviously, all my short form usual content will be out over the next couple of hours tonight. But the Warriors get it done, 120 to 113. And I'll see you all, yeah,